Hello everyone, in this video I'll be ranking the Lord icons in Marvel Rivals on a tier list. So some of these are pretty interesting, but there's also some stinkers in this mix. So I'll be ranking them. B tier is going to be as if it's better than the original one, and if anything below, C is going to be worse, and then D is going to be much worse, with S, A, and B all being better than the original. Now the first one we got here is Spider-Man. So Spider-Man's original icon is literally just his head here, so you can see there. That's what Spider-Man's looks like. I would have to say that Spider-Man's is an improvement over his. It makes it look like he's in the action. Now, another thing I want to mention is a lot of these icons are actually from their MVP or from their character release video that got released prior to the game launching. Spider-Man's, I would have to say, is probably anywhere from B to A tier. It's probably one of the harder lords to get because Spider-Man, people seem to rip on him a lot in games. I would say it's definitely better than the original. I might even put it up into the A tier. And next we got ourselves Captain America. Now, Captain America's just got this serious face here. I actually don't really like Captain America's Lord icon here. I just feel like it's not, like, this one's decent, but I just don't know about this one. It's from his character release as well. I would have to say this one's probably going in the C tier for me. I don't love it. As someone that enjoys Captain America, I feel like they could have done him a little bit better, but he's not as bad as some of the other ones. I just don't think it's just as good as the original. But next we got ourselves Black Panther. And Black Panther's is actually pretty solid because his original one is just looks like this. You can see the mask there. But this looks awesome. So comparison, you got Black Panther here versus his glowing eyes. I think this is a very solid one. I might even put it up into the, I might even have to say it's an S tier one. I think that this one looks incredible. The glowing eyes just does a lot of carrying here, but yeah, this is a solid one compared to just his regular old face on the normal character screen. But next we got Black Widow, who typically just looks like this, just normal face, headshot. I think that Black Widow's is a little bit better. It's got her aiming down the scope, which I think is kind of cool. I would probably put this one in the B tier. It's slightly better, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing by any means. It is just slightly better than just her face shot here. So face card don't get declined. Next we got ourselves Hulk, which Hulk has a solid one. Regularly you get Banner's face here. I guess normally you'd have Banner, and then whenever you change into the Hulk, so to show off what that looks like, whenever you Hulk out here, you got the Hulk icon down in the bottom left hand corner. So yeah, this one's all right, but when we look at his Lord icon, it's so much better. I'd have to put this one up, and it's probably high A tier to S tier. I might put it at the top of the A tier right now. The glowing eyes, again, is solid, but I think Black Panther's looks a lot cooler. So yeah, I'm going to probably put them somewhere around there. Could be an S tier choice as well. Next, we got ourselves Tandy Bowen, or Cloak and Dagger. So Cloak and Dagger, it's got both of them in their icon there, but whenever you play as Dagger, you can see here, that's what you're working with. I think hers is a little bit better, so I'm probably going to put this one into the B tier. This is one I'm closest to right now. I play Flex, so it's hard to go for Lord icons when you play every character. So yeah, I would have to say that B tier is probably appropriate for it. I don't love the design, but I don't hate it. It's just a little bit better, just very marginally better. So next we got ourselves Doctor Strange. I'm a big Doctor Strange fan. This is my normal tank. His is just his face here with the cloak, so you can see there. It's cool, but I think his I'm not sure how I feel about his version of the Lord icon, because I don't know, it's maybe slightly better. I might put it at the bottom of the B tier. I don't know. I just feel like it could be a little bit better. Maybe even C tier worthy. As a Doctor Strange fan, that makes me sad. So yeah, maybe I'll put a B tier. It might be slightly better, but not by a whole lot. And now we got ourselves, unfortunately, one of the worst ones. So Groot's normal one looks like this. It looks pretty nice. Whenever you look at his Lord icon, he's got this goofy look on his face. It's just not good. I'd have to put Groot's in the lowest tier. I don't think this is the worst one that we've got. There's actually one that's even worse, in my opinion, but it's just not that great. Another one that's not great is Hawkeye. So Hawkeye, typically, whenever you have Hawkeye, his looks like this. It looks pretty badass, I'd have to say. So they cooked with Hawkeye's design in this game, but unfortunately, his Lord icon is one of the not great ones. I don't know. They took a great Lord, took a regular icon and made it worse. It's better than Groot's, but not by a whole lot. Next, we got ourselves Adam Warlock's, which is actually pretty cool. So Adam Warlock's icon is normally looks like this. So Adam Warlock's actually a really interesting character as well. So yeah, this one's pretty solid, and his his Lord icon is so much better though. I'd have to put this one up in the S tier. It's just cool, got the glowing gold skin going on there, and yeah, it just looks like an actual Lord icon, similar to the Black Panther one. Next, we got ourselves Hela. Don't know how I feel about Hela's. I don't really like it. Hela's normal icon is pretty solid looking, so you can see here she's got the helmet on, sticking out of her icon, whereas her Lord icon, it's got this weird, like her helmet almost compiled together. I think this one's going in the C tier as well. It might be worse than Captain America's. It's just not that great. Now, Invisible Woman. There's actually someone I play with on stream on weekends that uses Invisible Woman's icon, or has Invisible Woman's Lord icon already. Her normal one is pretty good though. I like Invisible Woman's normal one, but I do think her Lord is a little bit better, so I'll put this one up into the B tier. Kind of similar to Cloak and Dagger. It's not like exceptional, but it's not bad in the same remark. So yeah, somewhere around there feels right. Next, we got ourselves Iron Fist. So Iron Fist is interesting because I think he's got a decently solid one here. It looks pretty tough. And then his Lord banner is just a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like this one is I'd probably say B tier as well. I think that his normal icon looks pretty sweet too, but we'll probably put it at the bottom of the B tier. Next, we got ourselves Iron Man, who actually has a very solid one. So you can see there, it just looks nice. Whereas regular Iron Man, this is what we're working with. So I don't know. I think that the Iron Man one is also going to go up high. I would have to say it's probably, you know what, I'd probably put it in the S tier. It looks badass. It looks like he's exploding someone. Got this nice glow to his chest, and he's just overlooking you like a true MVP. So yeah, I'd have to say that's S tier. Next, we got ourselves little Jeff, and Jeff's is all right. His regular one's all right. It's just him jumping out of the screen, similar to his whenever you use his spray. So it's okay regularly, but I do think that his upgraded version, the Lord icon, is a little bit better. I'd probably put this one into the A tier. I hate seeing this. I think it's a great Lord icon. Just let's disconnect this. I hate going against Lord Jeff's. I hate getting 8 by Jeff. It's just so freaking annoying. So well, I'm going to rank it high. I don't like seeing this in the lobby. But next, we got ourselves one of the absolute worst with Loki's, unfortunately, because Loki's original one here looks pretty good. You can see that his horns are kind of like cut off there, but that's all right. He looks cunning. He looks like Loki. Unfortunately, Loki's Lord icon is so bad. You can see here he's like laughing. He just looks foolish. This is the worst one by far. I just don't think it's good whatsoever, so I have to put it into the D tier. Next, we got ourselves Luna Snow though, and Luna Snow is tough because her regular icon is pretty solid, as you can see here. Luna Snow is an extremely fun character to play, great healer, and her Lord icon looks pretty cool too. Whenever I see Luna Snow's Lord icon, I know I'm playing with someone good. I'm gonna have to put it probably into the A tier, but I think that her normal icon is pretty good too. This is a tough comparison. But next, we got ourselves Magic, and Magic's is, I mean, this is what her regular one looks like. It's just her standing there kind of looking upset, but her Lord icon, it looks like she's ready to duke it out with you. So I'd have to say her Lord icon is probably A tier as well. It just looks pretty badass. So yeah, we might even put Jeff's down to B tier just because my Jeff hate is very high. And next, we got ourselves Magneto. So Magneto's normally, it looks like this, just angry Magneto face. I think it's a good one regularly, but whenever we get to his Lord icon, this again, like Iron Man's, it looks like he's in the middle of a fight. I would have to say this is probably A tier as well. It looks good. Yeah, it's probably somewhere around there. Next, we got ourselves Mantis. Now, Mantis is a weird one because her regular one looks pretty good. Her Lord icon, in comparison, her face is a little smaller in it. I don't think it looks as good, to be honest. I might actually put this one in the C tier. I'm not a big fan of it. As someone that enjoys playing Mantis, I just think it does, I don't know, it's just not as nice as her regular icon. Next, we got Mr. Fantastic. His is pretty solid, but if you to look at his in-game one, it's I like his in-game one. It looks like he means business. The beard is nice and strong in that one. I think his regular one is pretty solid, but his Lord icon is not bad. I would have to probably put it somewhere. I might put it at the bottom of a B tier. Like, it's a slight improvement, maybe. Actually, no, let's put it in C tier. I think his regular icon is just it looks solid. The beard and the stern look is great. Whereas with this, I don't know, it's just missing something. The way his head's tilted just seems a little off. But next we got Moon Knight. Hate going against Moon Knights. Not that they're exceptionally powerful or anything, but just a frustrating character to go against. I think that they have a pretty solid one, though. I think this is great. So compared to their original one, it just looks like that. So normal one. This one kind of, again, similar to the Iron Man. It looks like he's in the middle of a fight, and I'd probably put this one somewhere in the A tier. Namor next. He's smiling in this one. I don't know. Namor is a character that I just don't like as a character. He's great if he's on your team. Anti-dive is super useful. He's got this mean mugging looking picture here, whereas his Lord icon, got him laughing. So I mean, it might be a little bit better. I'd probably put it around the B tier, somewhere around there. But next we got ourselves Penny, which is from her Lord icon, and Penny's regular one is like this. I don't really like either of them. I like playing as Penny quite a bit, so here's what her regular icon looks like, and that's what her Lord icon looks like, which is from her MVP screen. I play Penny quite a bit just because the way she tanks is solid. Probably say it is a little bit better, but not a lot better. Next we got ourselves Psylocke, though, and Psylocke is pretty cool. Her regular one is cool too. So Psylocke's design, they cooked with it. So she got the ninja appearance here, and yeah, this looks cool, but I think that it looks cooler like that. So here's another one where they improved with it. I'll probably put her from somewhere in the middle of the B tier. And Rocket's next. So Rocket's is an interesting one. Here he's got this menacing look, one of the best heal bots in the game, but compared to his picture, it might be a little bit better. So I'd probably put in the B tier. The laughing is on like that feels like a Rocket. So yeah. Next we got ourselves Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch's is okay. Not a great Lord icon. Her regular icon's all right too. Like nothing exceptional here, but I would have to say maybe a slight improvement with hers because of the chaos energy there. So I'll probably put that somewhere around there in the B tier. Next we got Squirrel Girls, which is funny. I've seen a few Lord Squirrel Girls. So Squirrel Girls doesn't have tippy toe in her regular icon here. So you can see this is the regular Squirrel Girl one. It's all right, but hers is, I think, a little bit better because it includes tippy toe. So yeah, I'll put it in the A tier. I don't like going against Squirrel Girls. Is another character I don't really love. The crowd control will be annoying, but yeah, is what it is. Next we got ourselves Star-Lord, which his normal icon is just fair. And I think that his Lord icon is also just fair. It does look very similar, unfortunately. So in comparison, that's what his looks like compared to that. I'd probably put Star-Lord's. It might be another B tier. Slightly better. No, I might even put it in the C tier because it's not even like much of an improvement at all. Very similar to his other one. Next we got ourselves Storm, who has a really cool Lord icon. Normally Storm's looks like this, so just a regular headshot of her. But when we look at her Lord icon, it's so much better. It's got the lightning surging from her eyes. This is another A tier, I would say. It looks great. Might move Banner to S tier. Yeah, we'll put him up in the S tier. Next we got ourselves the Punisher. So Punisher's is actually a pretty solid one as well. Whenever you look at the Punisher's regular one, I'm getting annoyed by seeing this face. He's got the skull look to it, and I think that that's interesting that they pulled off like the skull on his face icon so well. But when we look at compared to his Lord icon where he's like freaking out, this one looks pretty cool. It's another shot that's in like an action shot. Yeah, I'd have to say it's an A tier choice. Next we got ourselves Thor, God of Thunder and the Mightiest Avenger. Thor's design's so cool in this game. I'm using his skin that just got unlocked, but this one looks pretty solid, and this one looks scary, which is, I'd have to say Thor's is probably an S tier for me. The lightning coming from his eyes, this feels like a true Lord icon. Whenever I see this and I'm playing with someone, I know they're going to be good. Next we got ourselves Venom. We are Venom. Venom's icon is honestly probably one of my favorites. Even just his base icon is pretty cool. Venom's got a great design in this game. I mean, it's very similar to the normal Venom, but whenever we look at his Lord icon with his mouth wide open like that, it's the coolest, I think. I'm going to put it up in the... I'll rearrange these by what I think of them. Like something like this. Somewhere around there, yeah. And then we also have Winter Soldier, who's another solid one. I guess we're saving all the best to the end. Winter Soldier's design in this game is also really good. So this is the Winter Soldier appearance. It looks cool. He's got the nice hair going on and the mask. When we look at his Lord icon, it's got all this red energy. This one is quite interesting. So I'd probably put it up here in the S tier as well. And then finally we got Wolverine, whose design I don't absolutely love, but I think that his icon's a little bit better. This one here, he's got his fist pulled up. You can just very faintly see the fist on his icon. But then when we look at his Lord icon, it's okay. I feel like it's slightly better, but not that much better. So here it is, the final tier list of the Lord icons in Marvel Rivals. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.